Hi there everyone, welcome to another Pokemon Moon Wi-Fi battle. This is a battle I had a little while back against someone on a stream, and it was, I forget the exact tier, but I was like, oh, I'm just gonna bring my weaker team, and she was like, yeah, I'll bring my weaker team. And this is what we got. I believe it's RU for me, technically, but meh. Anyway, here we are. This is a bit of a long battle. There was a lot of, mind games going on in this one. I hope you enjoy. Pokemon Trainer Elizabeth. So here I lead off with Titania. I figure since she's got Galvantula too, there's no point in us just going for a Galvantula stall. And yep. Surprise, surprise, it actually goes for the Volt Switch first turn. I think I went straight for the attacking move here. As in comes Meloetta. Yep. Moonblast. But Meloetta does have a high special defense. But so does Titania. I don't think I really have to worry about Meloetta here. But surprise, we see the Zen Headbutt. I was like, oh dear, am I going up against a noob who doesn't know about physical and special moves being different? But she misses and I'm able to get off more damage. And here I figure, if that one's going to be a physical one, I may as well go into Masquerain. As again, it does go for the Zen Headbutt. Does a reasonable chunk after the Intimidate. I was a bit surprised there, but I suppose it is Stab. But here I figure now's a good time to go for the Quiver Dance. I can take a few more Zen Headbutts. But we actually see Thunderbolt. So a bit of a mixed Meloetta. And it gets Paralysis on the first turn. Slightly annoying, but here I figure let's just stay in anyway, see if there's anything I can do. But nope, out comes the Thunderbolt. So I send back in Titania. I know 2 Moonblasts will kill it from this range. And out comes the Thunderbolt again. Here I figure I'll just go for a Wish, so when I do kill it, I'll have recovered all my HP. So yep, I go straight for the Moonblast here. And she keeps going for those Thunderbolts. Connects. Does nice damage. No special attack decrease, unfortunately. But yes, out comes the Wish. And one more Moonblast will easily take it out. But I think I get a bit greedy, maybe stupid here, and I go for the Wish myself. And she gets the Paralysis again. And I get fully paralyzed. Slightly annoying. So, she actually goes for the Relic Song here. Which of course changes the Meloetta form into its fighting form. So I guess that's why she had the Zen Headbutt. I do get the Wish up here, which is great. But I still have to worry, especially now that thing's physical attack's increased. But we see the close combat. That ain't gonna do much to me, especially after the Intimidate. Now I get the Aromatherapy up, and my Wish has gone off as well. So Titania's looking pretty good. Now I just have to go for a Moonblast and finish this thing off. Yeah, I wasn't actually aware of Meloetta's ability, what it was anyway, but it is Serene Grace. So that explains all those Thunderbolt paralyses. Yep, there's me getting greedy again, going for the Wish instead of the Moonblast to finish it off. But out comes another Thunderbolt. And surprise, surprise, more paralysis, yay! And I'm fully paralyzed, not to mention. But that wish comes through for me, at least. So yeah, as you can see, this is a bit of a long battle, due to all these mind games, stalling, and greed. Luckily, I do not flinch there. The aromatherapy does get off. Now, is she going to Thunderbolt me and paralyze me again for what is perhaps the 5th time? Now, I just want this thing dead, and I'm going for the Moonblast. Out comes another Thunderbolt, and I do not get paralyzed. And finally, that Meloetta goes down. Much to my, what's the word? Much to my happiness? No, much to my satisfaction. And Titania is still looking pretty healthy. So in comes Biffy, who I know can't do too much to me. Very weak special attack. Does a nice chunk actually, but he gets the freeze! Gets the freeze. My opponent here getting all the luck with these status moves. Could not believe it for Titania to survive all that, only to be screwed over by a freeze. Seems that this is a bit of an offensive Frostlass. Even gets the special attack defense drop here too. Poor Titania, it's just not her day. As she goes for Shadow Ball again, which with the special defense drop is enough to finish. Oh! Actually, Titania does survive on 1 HP, but unfortunately still doesn't 4 out. And considering Titania is slower than that Biffy, yeah, we are going down. Poor Titania, screwed over by fate, it seems. But now let's bring in my super fast Pokemon, Jolteon. And we'll be able to hit that thing with a super effective Life Orb boosted Shadow Ball. But is it holding the Focus Sash like most of them do? Yes, unfortunately. And she hits back with an Ice Beam. Now, as long as I don't get frozen again. I don't, and we see that it didn't do too much damage. Out comes the Thunderbolt. I figured going for Thunderbolt would be better in case she decided to switch. But annoyingly, she gets the Curse Body activated. My opponent getting all the luck here. As out comes the Banette, who recently just got its Megastone released. So let's see. Yes, it is the Mega Banette, seen for the first time since Oras. There it is, all threatening-like. And it goes for the Shadow Sneak. Mega Banette has a very high base attack, I think 165, so unfortunately that easily finishes off my frail Jolteon. But here we go into my physically defensive wall, the Doublade. We see her Shadow Sneak does not do too much, while I'm able to go for the Sword Dance. Putting my attack above hers now, I believe. We see the Protect as well. Blocking my Shadow Sneak. My opponent here thinking what they can do, and actually decides to withdraw, knowing that my Shadow Sneak, despite going after hers, would probably one-hit KO her. In comes Malamar, my favourite 6th Gem Pokemon, who takes the Shadow Sneak pretty damn well. I know it's probably gonna want to go for a knockoff on me, but I know I can take that. Poor Eviolite goes, but we get the Sword Dance, so I'm now +4. Looking at it, I don't think a Shadow Sneak will take it out from this range, but there is a chance I can survive the knockoff, even after the Eviolite is gone. So yep, out comes the Shadow Sneak. Does heavy damage, but not enough. While she goes for another knockoff, and I just survive on 2 HP. Now this is good for me, I can just go for another Shadow Sneak and finish it off. Will she switch? She does not. So we're now both down to 3 Pokemon each. On turn 27. as Bayonet comes out. Unfortunately, Bayonet has a much higher speed stat than me, therefore its priority will outspeed my priority. And there was definitely no point in switching out to preserve that thing. It had been neutered sufficiently. So here I bring in Toxicroak, who has Drain Punch, Poison Jab, and the Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch being my only super effective move against that guy. I do go for the Sword Dance there, predicting her to protect. But the Sucker Punch here, she shows me the Destiny Bond. This is a very status-based Bayonet. Here, knowing that I can't go for my Sucker Punch to kill it, goes for her own attack. But now I just raise my attack some more. But she's too smart to fall for a Sucker Punch play here. Although that doesn't really stop me from trying. Now I figure she might go for an attack, but no, actually goes for the Destiny Bond again. Telling me that I definitely can't go for the Sucker Punch again. Considering how many Pokemon we get left, and she reveals the Will-O-Wisp. Does connect, unfortunately, but we have the Lumberry. Getting rid of that burn. While I go for a +4 Poison Jab. Not very effective, but it does connect and it does get the poison. Which is great for me because that only leaves her with 2 more turns now. Go for the Sucker Punch, but again it goes for the Destiny Knot. Did I say Destiny Knot? Destiny Bond. Now, I expect to see a burn coming, but there ain't much I can do. Actually, we see the Shadow Sneak, which is much better for me, because it means I will live. While I go for the Sword Dance, because even if she did burn me, I'd still have a ridiculously high attack stat from all the Sword Dancing I've done. But now, the poison takes her down. Excellent for me. Just Galvantula. Now tell me I went for the Sucker Punch here. I didn't. I'm not entirely sure why. I think I went... That's right, I was hoping that she'd try and get up the Sticky Web. But no, she just goes for the kill there. I should have gone for the Sucker Punch, very dumb. But that was it, I figured if she went for the Sticky Web, you know, I wouldn't have done any damage. Leaving me with my last Pokemon, Hitmonchan, versus the bulky dog. As it begins raising its defense drastically, I slowly creep behind with my bulk up, raising my own defense and my attack. If I can get enough of these up, I should be able to do some damage to it at least. I'm going to need to get at least 3 up. But yep, two Cotton Guards is able to get that thing to +6 in its defense stat. And the Pokemon already has the ability Fur Body, I believe, which halves the damage from physical moves. I was very glad not to see Toxic here. She would have been able to stall me out if that was the case. Just goes for the Paralysis though. And my Lumberry is able to cure it. Now I believe that puts me at +3 attack and defense. I figure now is the time to start hitting back. As she just goes for another Thunder Wave again. But that's okay, Paralysis ain't too much of a worry for my Hitmonchan. And Drain Punch connects, doing just under half. But that is sufficient. No matter what she wants to do to me, I've raised my defense a lot. I am sure she can't hurt me too hard. But we see the Echo Voice here. But yes, Drain Punch healing all that damage. I wonder if she goes for another Echoed Voice here, will it do like extra damage? But for some reason no, she just goes for the Sucker Punch, which is going to do almost nothing. Allowing me to finish her off with a Drain Punch. Good job Hitmonchan, definitely putting in those punches. I believe it has the... I believe I do have the Iron Fist ability. And in comes Galvantula. Now I'm pretty worried if it wants to go to for Thunder, but no Thunder, just again going for Volt Switch, which does less than half. I figure at +3 attack, given Galvantula's defenses, I should be able to do good damage with the non-effective Drain Punch. Not very effective. And I do. I'm able to bring it down to its... almost down to its sash. But yes, we do get a paralysis here. If I'm able to break through, then everything is golden. Repeatedly going for the Volt Switch. Turns out that thing was Choice Scarfed. As Ice Punch comes through, and I'm just able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. But yeah, very strange team. My opponent being quite unconventional there, but certainly paid off. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.